Afternoon from the Tabernacle of David Prophetic Dance Center in Jerusalem. It's a wonderful day because I woke up today and it's a new day for new adventures, new possibilities, and to praise my King. He is majesty, and my heart is overflowing with thanksgiving to Elohim for sending my Yeshua, God's salvation, to bridge me back to God. And it's because of my sin issue that I can't go to heaven without having received the sacrifice of God, his Yeshua, my salvation. He laid down his life willingly, knowing the joy that was set before him. He became my sin atonement, my covering. He went to that stake, that execution stake, in my place, so to speak. He became my guilt offering, and his blood that he shed is my once and for all final atonement. And he bridged me back to God so that I can go to heaven and be with God forever. But I do have a one-of-a-kind call, and Psalm 139 says that God fashioned me. He designed me in his mind before I was ever in my mother's womb. So it's so important that I, number one, receive Yeshua, which I have. Number two, now I'm positioned to come into the fullness of my destiny here on earth in the name of Yeshua. Hallelujah. Now I live to please God. And I wanted to talk about something, no matter what age we are, there can be peer pressure to look like our society, to act like our society or our communities, to act like our culture, to do what our culture is doing, even if it's a faith community. But the problem with that is that sometimes we can absolutely overlook our one-of-a-kindness, so to speak, and we don't focus on being the one-of-a-kind me, you, that we're called to be. And I believe that we give God the greatest glory when we are truly living out our one-of-a-kind destiny. And so it can feel like we're swimming upstream. It can be a lot of pressure. But I have decided who I will follow, and I am following God in the name of Yeshua, and I want to come into everything God has for me and for the Prophetic Dance Center, the only one in this nation, the Tabernacle of David. And so I want this place to come into the fullness of its destiny and nothing short of that. And so I am positioned and strategically positioned. I'm a watchman on the wall. I am doing what God has called me to do, and he says to occupy until he comes. So let's occupy in the one-of-a-kind call that we were created for before the beginnings of time. Let's run with God today and be true to the one-of-a-kind you in God. God bless you from the city of the great King, the city of rejoicing, his resting place forever, Jerusalem.